So today I want to talk about why I think the legal voting age should be 21 instead of 18. Uh, and I got 3 points for you, so let's just go ahead and dive into it. So my first point being that the brain is far from being fully developed by the age of 18. It's proven that, or I found research that says, it's not till the mid 20s. Well, you think of 18 to 21 in my life, I think of 18 in high school, graduating high school to where I'm at now to being a senior in college next semester. That's a big amount of time, and there's a lot of development that happens in those 3 years. And I can just go ahead and say my brain wasn't as developed anywhere close, I don't think, at 18 as it is at 21. I mean, it's closer for me because I've always kind of been the same, but scientifically and subconsciously, your frontal lobe isn't fully developed at the age of 18 and not even close to anywhere as it would be at 21. So that's my first point. And my second point is that when you're 18, you've never had the chance really for higher education, because you think most 18-year-olds, like I said, you think of being in high school or graduating high school and then maybe starting your first year of college, that fall semester, whatever it is, or going to start a job or anything of that nature. You know, so at 18, you've never had the chance to do any of that. And my point is that at 18, you've never had that chance for higher education. And it's a proven fact on paper that college makes you smarter. In a study, it says that college makes you smarter by 0.25 to 0.33 out of a total of 4 percentage points. So you think of zero point 0.8 percentage points. I mean, that's a big deal. It just is proves that you're not as smart at the age of 18 as you are when you're 21. And this is important because when you have that chance for higher education, you have a chance to learn even more. And usually, it's required that you take some sort of history class or political science class to feel that. So you have a chance to really dive into and learn those ideas that you're going to be voting on, which is so vital. And then my third point is that most 18-year-olds have never had to make it on their own in life and don't know what life is like really without someone providing for them. And this is not a bad thing. At 18, I wasn't required to move out and start my own job and buy my own house and pay for everything from the little stuff to putting food on the table. I just wasn't required to do that. And some people are, and those people are the super brave people that have been put in that situation, that are super strong. But that's just not the case for most people. And that's not a bad thing. That's just the way it is, and that's just life. And my point is that at 18, you're not moved out generally, and you're not paying for everything on your own and really experiencing life. Because when people are, paying your way, I don't think that's really experiencing life, because, you don't have to worry about the bills or the electric being on or the water or paying for food and then washing dishes. I mean, the washing dish part, yes, you have to worry about, but the paying for the dishwasher and all that kind of stuff, whereas the average median age for moving out is higher than 18. Now, it's not 21, it's actually less than 21, but my point is it's higher than 18. So at 18, you've never experienced any of those things. So you're having to vote on stuff that it affects you, but it doesn't affect you the way that it might affect someone that has a family and that's paying for everything on their own, that's moved out and started a life that's their own. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing that you did move out later, that you moved out earlier, whatever it is, but it's just at 18, most people have not had to pay for things on their own. So when they're voting on stuff, they haven't really formed those philosophical ideas about voting, voting matters, because they've never really had that practical hard knock type of learning where you have to pay for stuff and you have to provide, and having fun isn't your number one idea, or just showing up to class isn't your number one idea or your number one priority. It's, I got to go to work and I got to pay for these things and I got to do all this and, all this kind of stuff. So those are my 3 points. Well, I believe that the legal voting age should be 21, and thank you for listening.